Okay, so good morning, everybody. In the last class, when I was talking about some date, time, and month, and couple of more functions in Excel, we could not complete all the functions. So I just thought that in this particular video, I'm going to complete the remaining functions as well. So we have done date, time, month, year, hour, minute, second, and even workday function. And if I recall the meaning of these functions, it was nothing but where time function will give you the time with the individual hour, minute, and second components. In a similar manner, date function or month function will give you the arguments in the form of the date. For example, if I give a serial number in a month or in a date function, it is going to return the date that is represented by that particular serial number. And in a similar manner, we have date value function as well, which will convert a date that is stored as a text to a serial number that Excel recognizes as a date. For example, the formula, if we have date value and bracket in double quote, we write the date, it will return the serial number representing that particular date. So date value function is very helpful in cases where a worksheet contains dates in a text format and you want to filter, sort, or format as dates or use them in the date calculations. So let's get going with the Excel sheet and let's see how these functions can be understood in a better manner. So I would like to work with the functions month and date value first, and then I'm going to practice the other remaining functions also one by one. So if I have, for example, this particular data with me, like for example, let me write it over here. So I have this. Let me make it bold so that it is more visible. Now I have my month name given in this particular column. Now I want to return the month not in the name form but rather in the number form. So how can I do that? I can very easily use the month function as well as the date value function and get these answers in a very easy manner. So I write A11 where I have stored the very first month name over there. So I write the cell address followed by ampersand, bracket, comma, colon 1 and then colon again, and then I close the bracket. Let's see what I get. I didn't write one more function which I'm supposed to write over here, which is the date value. So I have to go back to this function again and I will write date value bracket A11 where I've stored the date, ampersand, quotes 1, quote close, and I close the bracket. So I get 1 over here. Let me just drag this cell to the other cells and let me see what I get. So you will actually see that I get the number over here where 1 is representing Jan, second is representing Feb, third is representing March, and so on. So that is how we can combine these two functions together as well in order to understand the result and get better clarity. So if I just recall what I did in date, I did nothing, but rather I have to just give the year format. I have to mention like this, and I will get the date as the 2 by 2 by 2020. We can also use the same thing with the time. So we say equal to time bracket, and we have to mention the hour, minute, and the second, and I close the bracket. So I get the time as 3:23 a.m. For the month, if we recall, it will take the serial number, and if we do not know the serial number, if you remember, I told you that we can give the date in the double quote, and it will provide us the month of that particular date that we have mentioned in the function. If I do it one more time, you can see that again. So I say month bracket quote second by 3 by 99, double quote, and I close the bracket. So I get second as the answer for the month. In a similar manner, we have the year function, where if we mention, for example, either we mention the serial number or we mention the date. So if I write 1, 1 by 1 /1, then again 2020, and let's see what we get. So I get the year as 2020. Let me do it one more time for you people so that it's more clear. So 2 /2, then I want to give another year over here just to have better understanding. So I get answer as 1998. In a similar manner, we have the hour also. So we just mention the serial number or the time, and I say 00. We have to write that in the quotes. And let me close it with the bracket, and it's going to give me 1 as the answer. If I change this 1 to 5, this is going to give me 5 as the answer. Let me show it one more time. So I say our bracket quotes 70234, close the bracket, and I get the answer as 7 over here. In a similar manner, we will have minute as well. So we write in quotes the time, say 3:23:12, and I write this, and I get 23 as the answer. Let me do it one more time. So I have minute, I write in the quote, and I mention the hour, I mention the minutes, and I also mention the second. And I put the quote and I close the bracket. I get 12 as the answer. In a similar manner, we have the second also. We just put the time. Either we put the serial number or we mention the time in the double quote. So we have 3:03/12, double quote, and I close the bracket. So I'm going to get 12 as the answer because 12 is the second mentioned in the time. Let me do it one more time. So we have second, quotes 5, 3, 45, and I close the bracket. So I get 45 as the answer. In a similar manner, we have done work day as well. And if I recall, work day was basically used to get the finish date of the project. So if I say that my starting date is, for example, let's say first, let me start with the 2nd of Feb, 2nd, 2020. And the production days or the project days are going to be, say, 15. And then I write the list of holidays, which I know maybe they are going to be there on, say, 2nd by 2 by 4 by 2020. There's another holiday supposedly on 14th. So we have 2020 like this. Let me put one more holiday just to have better clarity about the function. So we have 2/16/2020. Now we use the work day function in order to find the finish date of the project. Finish date can be very easily calculated with the help of the workday function, because in this case the workday function will take into account the holidays that we have mentioned over here. So as the format says, workday bracket start day, days and holidays. First of all, I mention the start day. I just click on that and that address will come, comma. I mention the days, which is 15 given in F9. And then I mention the list of the holidays, which I have defined over here. And then I close the bracket, and let's see what we get. So we have got this number. Many times it will confuse you because it is actually a number which is a right number. But we need to interpret that by changing the format of this particular cell, because this particular number is a serial number which is representing a date when we are going to finish with our project. So if I just click on this and I change the format of this cell to date, I will easily get the date when I'm going to finish my project. So just wait for a while and we are going to get that. So I simply select this as date. Maybe I can use this format of day, month, day, and year. And I say okay to that. And you can very clearly see that if I'm starting my project on 1st of Feb, I'm going to complete my okay, let me check the format of this cell as well, so that I'm more clear about the interpretation. So if I write this, let me write this in this form. There is some problem. So we have work day, we have F8, we have number of days. Oh, that is where we have done the mistake. I was just trying to figure out, if you see very clearly, the start date is same as the finish date, and I'm just wondering why we're getting this as a same date in the finish date. There is a big error because where I wrote 15, I actually wrote 15 in E9 cell. It should have been written in the F9 cell. And now you see the finish date has now come out as 25th of Feb 2020, and it is ending on Tuesday. So if we are starting our project on 1st of Feb, that is Saturday, and that is going to take 15 days. Roughly, it should have taken the finish date at around 16 Feb. But since these holidays were not taken into account, that will be the wrong date. So workday function will take into account the holidays that are coming in your planned project schedule and give you the right date on which your project is going to end. So that was all for today. I just hope that it was clear to everybody and we can practice more.